Hey everyone, and welcome back to a little special tiny zoo episode in between. So it's not Friday, it is Monday, but I just had a bit of spare time here on a Sunday afternoon, and I thought, you know what, I'm having such a blast in this zoo that we're going to build something because I just had a little idea on how to go on. The idea I had at the very beginning is that this is going to be like a desert-ish, zoo. But there's something I wanted to do for quite a while already. Actually, I wanted to do it at a bigger scale, but now we do it a little bit on a smaller scale. And this is going to be a red panda habitat. Now, I know this is not necessarily an animal that would go very nicely into this, biome over here. 42 degrees, in fact, is not the ideal temperature for a red panda. However, we're going to make this a little bit of a challenge. Two things I need to do is I first of all need to have a little bit of a new shopping area for some food and drinks and stuff. And I want to make sure that this is in a good location. Now, at this point, we have a lot of traffic going into this area here because we do have food and drinks here, and we've got the aardwalks in the front. We've got the meerkat and fennec foxes here, as well as the camels on this side. What we're going to do today, we're going to expand in this area over here. So this is going to be where the red panda is going to be housed. And this is going to be obviously an indoor thing, which is going to have significant cooling requirements, simply due to the fact how the environment is done. So what we're going to do, we're first of all going to do like a little bit of a mini mountainscape, if you will. So what I'm going to first of all start with is I'm going to just dig down this area here like so, and then we're going to take this and we're going to draw like a little bit of a mountain-ish phase in here. So this is going to be where they can move between the upper and lower area in their habitat. So this is what I want to give them as well to play with, just something very fun for them to play with. And I think we can even go to 2 meters of depth, so just to make that look a bit more nice. So this will be indoors, obviously, so guests can have a look from over here briefly, and then the main viewing gallery will be up here, and we will also have some shops, and we can still connect that to this main hub of staff facilities. We can expand there also on the different types of habitat requirements and blah blah blah, whatever we need for the guests. So we're going to make this work. Also, I'm not sure if we have finally, yes, we do have the one-way glass. So I want to start with the main viewing opportunity on these animals, and that's gonna be on this side over here. I definitely want to have this a curved one. It's gonna have like a straight roof though, but it's starting with a curved element in here. So we're going to have like a bit of a wider area here like so, and then another 2 meters shorter one that connects that way. So we can have this one, but it can actually be, yeah, we do have the concrete one now, so I'm definitely going to do this, and then simply because I don't want to make this like oversized, I'm just going to keep that like so, and then we're going to straighten that with the angle snap, and we're going to bring this over. Well, actually I want to have like a straight piece now, just to not make too much work in here. So that's where we go. Again, I've not really that much of an idea how much space they need. Let me just quickly check the Wikipedia or the Zoopedia first. So this is going to be the red panda over there, and they are going to have a 220 square meters habitat. Okay, so we don't need to go that much bigger because we have to get rid of the babies anyways. There are like only 2+ babies living in there, so that should be no big scrap anyways. Okay, so this is a good thing, and you can see temperature is, well, it's going up to 29 degrees, so we don't need that much crazy cooling, but it's still okay. So this is where we need to have all that stuff in, and we also need to go and give them the different foliage and stuff they have. I also want to make sure that this is all a little bit more down here because I want the people to look down onto the animals a little bit. So this is how we can do that. Also, let me just quickly make that like rocks and stuff, because we will have to put like other rocks in and mix that with sand because we don't have the tiger rocks and stuff texture available, so we have to do it that way necessarily, otherwise it's going to look very weird indeed. So I'm just going to see what works better. I'm just going to try to make it look somewhat neat. We will also get some snow in, I guess. I think that could look fine as well. We're going to use some rocks and stuff to make that look a little bit better. But just to have a feeling of how big this entire thing is going to be, we have to first of all bring all the walls in. just to make sure that we have a good idea of how, and you know, so that's it. And now we're gonna bring this one over and just gonna bring this all the way down here. So there's going to be like another viewing opportunity in here. I'm gonna make like a little box, you know, something like so. And it's going down, even though I don't want to make that go down. I definitely will make like a step, you know. This is going to go up, so this is nice. And then this is going to be where the step is happening, simply to make roof works. For me, not really that crazy difficult, because it will definitely be somewhat difficult. So I'm just going to build the building the way it should. So that's it. And I definitely want to have the entrance for the staff members down here. So I'm going to keep that. I want to have like one more shop in between here, maybe like an info kiosk or something on this side. And I'm not sure if this is enough though. Let's just drag that out a little bit, and then like so. And we need to get in like a, you know, this has to be somewhat of a staircase for the staff members, so they can access the higher area as well. So this is what I want to grant them as well. And in order to have an idea where we are, I'm just going to go in here and say plaster, because we will need to make sure that this is all going to align on the same level. So that's going to be it. So here you go. So that's kind of nice. And then we are bringing the roof all the way over to the other side. So that's it. Nice. And now I can just bring in another piece here. And yeah, I'm just going to finish up the main work on this, and then I'll be back with you guys to make sure that we continue on here. Okay, we are back and the main work has been done. So you can see this is basically how it turned out. And oh, I think I just did a little oopsie here. I have to just enable these things to basically are really where they have to go, and this is in the middle here. So there you go. Just make sure that this is somewhat nicely tucked into it. There you go, because these two, for whatever reason, are a little bit off. So there you go. One here. Just gonna make the other one look better as well. There you go. So the basic idea is that we do have this building in here, you know, very nicely laid out, very much in there in the middle. And now what we're going to do, we're basically going to have the staff path, and I want to make sure that we are, can I just at some point, I think we can't really go, I mean, we can go from here and then, well, is this working? It's not really working though. I want to make sure that this is like as close as possible, so we are not going to, you know, avoid, just like kind of give away too much space for all these facilities that we might need over here. So this is now connected, and obviously we have to make sure that we get some red pandas. Let's first of all see if we have some in our inventory, because I do quite often have them, but no, it seems like there are none. So we're going to have a look into the red panda if there are any available on the market. That looks quite okay. 513, that works, and we do need a good one, so let's do this. We have one good one in here, and well, they're all, I mean, we can afford maybe one another. Immunity is not great. 220 is actually kind of a good value though, like really good value. This is 399. Fertility is not good. I mean, see, the point is, we might still go with this, but you know, age-wise, that's good. What about this one? 500. Okay, well, no, we're going to go with this one. For oh, it's actually too old. You know, I'm gonna go with this one, and then we have to see. So those two animals will go into our habitat that is dedicated for them now, and we obviously have to do quite a lot of things in here. So I'm definitely going to work without the roofs in, but we will first of all make the most important thing, and that is the coolers, you know, because coolers will be required in this habitat quite massively. So I'm just going to put one here, and this one is going to have temperature, range is fine, temperature is going like 12 degrees ish, you know, that should be fine. And they've got the red panda. It's quite a massive habitat when you consider the size of them, but if you like consider the, why have I even, you know, checked the door? So we have to pause the game. I don't want to attract any you know, wonderful protesters, because that's what I don't want to have here. So I'm gonna first of all make sure the terrain is fine. So, oh my god, this is like way too big, but this is okay. So we are going to go, and first of all, grass short is too low. So we are going to have a little bit more grass in here. So I want to have this especially here in the front. There should be some grass, and then we can get some soil in, like in here in the middle. I don't want to have all this long grass. It's not really required to have long grass. And we are going to work a lot with stones and stuff anyways. And so this is why it's getting tedious anyways. And then we will definitely have to make sure that we get a lot of coverage with these filters enabled, which we're going to do now, and we're going to make the blueprints off. But before we do so, we will actually move the roofs out of the way, because this is what I did previously to make sure that we can build. And also what we should do, this is kind of a bit mad. We have to build in this can I just at least change the opening hours for now? So we've got 6:30 to 20. Can I make it a bit brighter for us? Yes. I mean, as long as we pause the game, we should not really have too much of a big deal with this. So it's a little bit brighter so we can see things a tiny bit better anyways. That should be fine. Good. Okay, what time is it for us now? It is 16:42. Okay, that's fine. Okay, well, if I do open nature, the filters should be still in, right? Let's have a little look. Filters, biome, taiga, temperate, and the continent is still okay. I just want to check if everything is fine. Now, there's a kind of a little bit of a special thing we have to keep in mind, because the bracken, for example, will be one of the most important things, because that's going to go onto the roof simply to just kind of make imaginary greenery on top of it to provide the heat from staying outside and make sure that the cool is staying inside, you know. These kind of things you have to always consider. I'm not sure if this tree is going to work, so I'm just going to try to bring this to a level over here, so that should be doable, and maybe they can even use that as a climbable tree for them. Maybe I'm just going to make that lean over a tiny bit like so. I think that could be fine. Maybe they can climb it, maybe they can't. We will see, you know, we will see. And we're going to utilize a lot of those things. Enrichment will be quite a bit of an issue, and I'm not even sure if I want to make the stuff go upwards, to be honest. So first of all, let's go in here and say Red Panda, and for whatever reason, we are just in the coolers. That makes no sense at all. Okay, so what we're going to do, the forage pool is not fitting in here really, right? I mean, I can put this down here, but this is gonna destroy my work. Okay, well, never mind. We will get in the work again, because I'm just okay. Is this unsampled? It is. Okay, so we can just draw in what we had done previously. I hate this, that it always destroys. I mean, there is a trick to have it differently, but the trick is really not worth the effort, to be honest, so I'm not going to use that one. If you're interested, Sean McBeard has a good tutorial on that one on his channel, how to do these things, and yeah, it's very handy in Sandbox, but it's nothing for franchise. We're just quickly building and stuff. That's really not where you would do it, but yeah, it's still a good trick and tip if you need it. But most of the times I'm like, you know what, it's just fine the way it is. Okay, is there any way I can put the soil heavier around? It's not really that dark anyway, so I'm gonna keep that this way. And then this tree has to be repositioned a little bit. Can we just drag that out a tiny bit like so? I like that. I think I like that a lot. Okay. So this is neat, and let's see all the different. Why do they even like the rubber duck? I mean, I don't care, but it's kind of funny. So we're gonna bring the rubbing pad somewhere in the front here. Can we have that somewhere here? All right. Yeah, this changes like quite a bit, but it's okay. We can have the colorful ball just in front here. Hopefully it's not gonna roll down. And then what else is there? Okay, there's like the water goes down in this corner somewhere over here. Hello, give me some. Why is this not working? I can just put that like way in the. Okay, that is so stupid to put this here, but it's okay. I'm not going to complain too much about it. It's just what it is. And we're just going to put some rocks there, and then it should be fine. Have some little things hidden in here as well. And now what we're going to give them is some different elements where they can climb on, obviously. Because these animals like to be arboreal quite a bit. So we are giving them the chance to do so by having these things mounted to the walls as well. I really do hope they cannot escape by doing so, because sometimes this is kind of finicky and they tend to escape via these things quite a bit. But I think, you know, we should be able to handle this quite well with containing them inside with the roof on top. I didn't use too many wooden pieces there, so it should technically be fine, but whatever, you know, this game does what it does all over the place, and then sometimes things just turn out to be different than you expect them to be. So yeah, I'm gonna give them like a little bit of a platform here as well, making sure that they can move through the habitat as nicely as possible. There you go. And then we've got all these things here to connect between them. I'm gonna give them like a longer one from here to there, you know, that's nice. And then I'm not sure if the small ones do I think the small ones actually do the best way. So we're going to have this, and there's like a tiny one that goes to connect with that one. Just bring it down, and then we have got, is the tiny one the best over here? This is not the smallest, this is the smallest. We can also like work with the thicker one here. Just so connect these two, and then I'm going to, well, give me this one here and bring this over. We will see later on with the traversal area if that all worked, but I think it should, you know, having these things onto the wall on this side, that looks quite nice to me. And now we are just going to connect all these things, and then we can put in the rocks carefully in between. So the reason why I built this way this time is I wanted to avoid all the confusion with the rocks later on. So I'm going to place these things as like a separate way to get up the hill, you know, and then we can put the rocks now in between to just avoid all these problems here. And you know what I want to do though? I want to connect this to the tree, and I hope that this is gonna work. Let's see. That should, yeah, that is just like connecting right into the tree, like the branch here. That should be fine, so that they can hopefully also go into the tree, having these things down there. That looks all fine to me. It looks actually pretty good to me. So let's bring this over to this side, and like this, and like this, and like this. Okay, well, I'm gonna make like a little more cut here to bring in some rock work and stuff, and then we'll see each other after the cut. Alright, we are back, and you can see I added quite a bit of rock work and stuff, you know, and I'm just like, you know, connecting a couple more of these climbing frames simply because I have been quite needy when it comes to these things. So I thought, you know what, let's give them some more stuff to, you know, to climb at and stuff like that. So hopefully this is gonna solve the problem. I don't even know why I'm always closing that down. I'm like always closing these things down way too quickly instead of just like connecting everything first of all, and then it should be fine. But no, I'm just always closing these things off, you know. I don't really know what I do this. But anyways, okay, so this is, maybe this is too long, so I'm gonna go like a shorter one. Let's see, that's not really connected. I wanna connect you to this one down here. Okay, that's not steep enough. Let's make that quite a bit steeper. Yeah, there you go. 1, 2, so that should be all good, all connected over here. So there are 2 more that should be connected, and I'm gonna do it like so, and then bring it all over, bring it down here. Yeah, that should be fine. And now this should all be good. Let me just drag that out a little bit so it's not sticking out too much. Nice. And now, well, there are a couple more we can connect here and there. So like do this. So this one is, why is this one so tricky? That shouldn't be too tricky. There you go. And then, you know, I'm just gonna connect this down here and just do like a double trouble. This is so weird. Can I just drag that out a little bit more? Yeah, there you go. So that looks a bit nicer. That looks a bit nicer to me, and they can just jump from A to B now. Okay, well, this should be all good, and give them quite a bit of a nice space to move in. Like they should have enough now. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful. Look at this. Yeah, they can escape here, but this should be fixed as soon as we have the roof on top. But look at that, they can just basically climb everything, which is absolutely great. Now let's put the roof back on and see if that solves the issue with escaping. So that should definitely do this. So now roof is on top, and we're gonna have to see if this still works all as I thought, or maybe not. Let's have a little looky look. Okay, so how about space and stuff? This all stayed the same, which is pretty much good to know. And then everything just worked out fine, I guess. Oh wait, they can what the heck? Why can they escape over there? I don't really get this. Why would they be able to escape, and where? Huh? Is this... Okay, this is a bit weird. Why would you be able to escape here? Let me just see. There's... Maybe because of these ones? Oh, what exactly is the issue? I am a little bit clueless right now. So why and where would you be able to escape? Okay. What the heck is this? Where do they get here and why? Huh? Okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna put some... Okay, this is absolutely weird. So what I'm going to do is elephant, blah, blah, blah. I don't need these filters, reset filters. I'm gonna make my life easy now. I'm just gonna put some elephant grass down here. I have no idea what that is. And so we're going to resolve that issue by putting elephant grass just like here. Like so. I hope that I'm not going to take away too much of their space where they can live or roam or whatever. I'm just going to do it that way. This is very, very unfortunate, but it's okay. Again, I have no idea what exactly happened there, but it's okay. And then we go back to construction and say plaster. And I'm going to use this one. Yeah, that should be fine. And now let's do the following. I'm just going to build like a little... it's almost like a little ground cover. Is that not? It's not even the word. It's like a... I have no idea what you would call that in real life, but it's okay. It's just like a little bit to cover up for the elephant grass, because I do want to have it stick out just to ensure that everything is fine. So resume, and just gonna erase this once and twice. There you go. And hit play again. And bring down the roof again, so that we have like a proper roof. Awesome. And now let's have a look what happens now. So first of all, I guess they will have... How the heck? Why? How and why is this possible? Okay, let's pause the game. I am confused AF. So can I jump on it, or is it because of these ones only? I mean, we can... Okay, let's first of all get rid of all the wooden posts here. I just want to see if this is because of them, because then we are just going to put some other things in, which, you know, could be totally fine to solve the issue. My goodness me, why is this so much of a difficult task to just have a roof on top? And okay, so this is fine, I guess, so they can at least not get there. But how on earth do they get on top? I really don't get it. Is it because it's too high at some point? Can they just jump on top something? Maybe this is because of that rock. We're just going to bring this rock down. Is this maybe the thing? I mean, surely they have enough traversable area now, because they can get on top of the roof, but I still don't know why. Okay, let's move the roof a little bit higher up. I want to see if this is solving the issue right now. Just, you know, just to make sure. Okay, so that does solve the issue. So it seems that they're somewhere too close to this. Okay, well, I think I found the solution. So that means it's basically over here. I guess then we can just bring the roof down. And yeah, well, it is kind of... Okay. Okay, let's try what happens if I'm going to put like a wall piece in between here. So let's go and take this panel and bring this like in here, so that I can't really access this rock over there. Let me just see. I'm just gonna test what happens if I do this, okay? Because otherwise I have no solution for that. So maybe this is already kind of a solution. This is so wild. I mean, okay, good news is that they were moved, so that means something happened. Oh wow, that was already the fix. I mean, I'll take that, but space-wise, it's all great. Okay, my goodness me, that's brilliant. Okay, look, and this is also rather small, which I loved. This is exactly the idea I had. And now, you know, as this is kind of neat and low, we will definitely have something else in here that kind of is, you know, making kind of an appearance as if that is the animal died. Why? No. Don't do this. Animal thirsty. Okay, that hopefully is going to be fixed. You can't reach the habit. Yeah, it's not set yet. Blah, 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 blah. Don't talk to me, okay? I'm just going to quickly speed up the game. And while I do so, to just get the sunlight back in, we're going to copy over donation boxes already. We need the money, you know? We need the money. So donation boxes go here and go here as well. I've got these two areas to look at. And oh gosh, I'm very scared to put that thing back in. I'm just going to double check if they can still not escape. I'm like completely... Okay, well, No, it's still fine. It's still fine. That's great. Okay, so what we are going to do now is we're going to copy the education board here. So I'm going to copy one in here, and then we're going to say this is going to be the Red Panda. Great stuff. Okay, Red Panda is nice. And then we're going to copy one here, and the other display goes like in the middle down. Wait, I can basically just do it that way because I wanted to have like a very nice education board onto the ground here. This kind of sticks in, and we're gonna do some, you know, good nature, and then gonna have some, oops, not elephant, but we are going to have like the 4 aquatic rocks. Gonna do this, which is something we have researched already, so I'm just going to, oops, bring those in down here, almost like a little cobble field, you know, just like so. Nice. And then we can also have the bracken. Why is, oh wait, because we are in rocks. Okay, I can also slow down the game again, also pause the game again, whatever. And I'm just gonna use, wait, where's the small, is that the small one? Yeah. So just put a few of those in between, just so it looks a little bit better, okay? And now this is gonna be the interesting part. We are going to have this, and I think it always, okay, so that is the height we go for. And this is the patch we are going to work with, you know. This is just going to be brought on top of this thing, because the idea is, again, that we have like a very ecological kind of roof design, you know, which then is supporting that area in terms of making sure that there is nothing else that matters. You know, I would still love to have like a cobble path over here. Maybe it actually works. We can try to make that work, because I also wanted to have like a real, actually, do we have them already researched? Because I kept this under research. So energy, no, we don't have the solar panel quite yet. So as soon as we have the solar panel, I would love to have it on the roof here. But first of all, let me just check if I can do this real quick. So now let's bring that up. Okay, it works, so that's fine. So we're just gonna bring it exactly to the level. That is, why is this not, okay, well, it does work over here. Okay, well, this height would work. So I'm gonna do it that way, and then bring it all the way here. I'm gonna say align to the grid. And can I have square edges, please? Thank you. I'm gonna make this a square edge as well. This doesn't work for whatever reason, but that works. Okay, that's brilliant. And then I'm gonna just smooth this out, nice and tidy. And now we are just going to bring, you know, all the bracken on top of this. So that looks always like a little bit more modern now. And there you go. I'd love to do the same here, but I think it's sticking out quite significantly. I mean, that's fine, you know, it's not really taking away too much from the habitat itself, so that's totally doable. And now what I also need is, I need an air conditioning. If that's aircon is available, awesome. So we have to make sure that this is quite a thing, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, that will be here. And now let's have a look if we can find some kind of nature that is going in here from, you know, this region more. I think these things, whoops, oh, gosh, no, just don't go into the building. I don't like this at all. So nature, I want to have like some palm trees, little bits. Yeah, there you go. And these things would also be technically doable. They do also make kind of a bit of a shadow and these kind of things, you know, making sure that everything looks nice. Yeah, that's kind of doing its job. And then we put like a bigger oil palm here. So that's kind of, you know, creating some shade, and gonna put like a bigger palm tree here. And I think this is really, you know, the idea about this habitat should really be like a modern red panda habitat, like so. And then if you look inside, that looks exactly how it should. I wish to make this like a bit of a brighter color if possible. Also, why? Oops, wrong. That was the wrong button. Okay, well, let me just select all of these, because I want to make sure that the lower part is getting a very nice bright roof design from the inside. I think that looks a lot better if we have this like in full white or so. That should be really good looking. So let's bring this all into white. It's kind of yellowish because it's kind of the reflection, but it makes the whole thing appear a lot nicer. There you go. Okay, cool. That's basically it for the lower part. And now, you know what? I'm just going to try to make the same roof design on here, but I do want to make sure this is somewhat higher up here. So can I bring this? No, I want to. Okay, that doesn't work. That's a shame. Okay, well, let me just try to really start over here to the edge. This is where the edge is. Okay, so now this is exactly what we want. And now we just delete this to have like a square edge here. This doesn't work for whatever reason. Okay, we can't even get there. This is so wild. Why is this not working? Okay, I don't get it, but it's okay. So I can't go more than this, but I'm really giving my best here to... Wait, I can't even do like a... Yeah, then just go away completely. I just don't want to deal with that crap then. Okay, that looks fine to me. Can I just smooth that out a little? No, I can't. So this is that, and then we're going to put like bracken and stuff on top here as well. Just making sure that everything is coming together nicely. As like an ecological roof design or whatever, you know, just like so. And then same goes with these, just put them on top. Is there anything else we can put there? Like low growing things that kind of cover up the ground nicely. I think there are like a couple of bushes we could use as well, but I'm not sure if they would grow here that well. So, you know, we're just going to go with this. That should be fine as well. Anyways, that's basically about it, guys, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. It looks super modern, and it just kind of gives the idea of a nice little ecological friendly red panda habitat, and I'm quite happy with how this turned out in general. Like, it's really looking good, and from whatever view, you get the idea now. This is getting like a very modernist thing. As soon as we have the solar panels, I will put them definitely on top here, because that's actually the main idea about this. And yeah, so you can watch from many angles. You have this one lower area, but you also have like the upper area, and just in general I think it looks very nice. It looks very nice indeed. You can see the animals, you can spot them, you can basically do whatever you want in terms of zoo design, and we get the money, we've got the education, and it just ties in very nicely. So let me know in the comments down below how you like the design of this red panda habitat. But I'm quite a happy camel today. I think it just really integrates well into the zoo design. We use the space quite nicely, and yeah. So let me know in the comments down below what you would love to see next. Not sure if Friday is going to be an episode, simply because it's Gamescom, and I've got no idea if Gamescom is giving us some cool stuff that I want to cover. So my time is limited, and then I have to decide. But if there's nothing too crazy going on, there will be an episode on Friday. So keep your eyes on the channel, and if you want to see me live, you can do so now or later today on Twitch, because I'm going to be live with you. So hopefully see you there, and yeah, have a good time, have a good evening, and thank you so much for your ongoing support. Thank you. Have a good week, and stay safe.